In a quaint little town nestled between rolling hills and a serene river, there lived two individuals, each leading remarkably different lives. Elise, a vibrant and determined young woman, had always known what she wanted in life. Ever since she was a child, she had dreamed of becoming a successful architect, designing awe-inspiring structures that would leave a lasting mark on the world. Her parents had nurtured her dreams, providing her with the support and encouragement she needed to thrive. On the other side of town, there was Mark, a man in his 30s who seemed to drift through life with no clear purpose. He had dropped out of college, held a series of dead-end jobs, and couldn't seem to find his footing. His parents, worried about his future, tried to guide him, but Mark resisted any form of commitment or responsibility. One sunny afternoon, as Elise was sketching her latest architectural designs by the riverbank, she noticed Mark sitting nearby, lost in thought. Curiosity got the better of her, and she decided to strike up a conversation. "Hi there," Elise said, flashing a warm smile. "My name's Elise. What brings you to this peaceful spot?" Mark looked up, somewhat surprised by the friendly approach. "Oh, I'm Mark. I guess I just come here to think sometimes." Elise's curiosity deepened. "Thinking about what?" Mark hesitated, then sighed. "Well, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. I feel like I'm just drifting through life, not really going anywhere." Elise empathized with Mark's uncertainty. "I used to feel that way too, she said. "But then I discovered my passion for architecture, and it gave me a sense of direction and purpose." "Have you ever thought about what you're passionate about?" Mark frowned, scratching his head. "I don't know. I have never really thought about it." Over the next few weeks, Elise and Mark continued to meet by the river. Elise shared stories of her dreams and the hard work she was putting into achieving them, while Mark listened intently. Slowly but surely, their friendship grew. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow across the water, Mark turned to Elise and asked, "How did you figure out what you wanted to do with your life?" Elise smiled and replied, "It wasn't easy, but it all started when I realized that I loved sketching buildings. I started taking classes and working on my skills. Then, I set clear goals for myself, like getting into a top architecture school. It wasn't always smooth sailing, but every setback only fueled my determination to keep going." Mark stared at the rippling river, lost in thought. "I wish I could find something I'm passionate about like you did." Elise placed a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "You will, Mark. It's never too late to discover your purpose. You just have to be open to trying new things and exploring your interests." Over the next few months, Mark took Elise's advice to heart. He began trying out various activities, from volunteering at a local animal shelter to taking up painting. Although none of these pursuits seemed to ignite a fire within him, Mark was determined not to give up. One day, while attending a community gardening event, Mark stumbled upon a neglected community park in disrepair. He couldn't help but notice the potential it held to bring joy and unity to the neighborhood. Inspired by this discovery, Mark decided to take matters into his own hands. He rallied the community, organized cleanup efforts, and started a crowdfunding campaign to revitalize the park. The project brought out a side of Mark no one had seen before, a sense of purpose and a newfound dedication. Elise watched with admiration as Mark's passion for the park grew. She knew that he had found his calling, and she couldn't have been happier for him. As the park transformed into a beautiful, welcoming space, it became a symbol of Mark's dedication and the positive impact one person could have on their community. One sunny afternoon, Elise and Mark sat in the now thriving park, surrounded by children playing on the swings and families picnicking on the grass. Mark turned to Elise with gratitude in his eyes. "Thank you, Elise. If it weren't for you, I might still be aimless and lost." Elise smiled, her heart full of pride for her friend. "Mark, you found your purpose all on your own. I was just here to offer some guidance and support." Remember, the journey to discovering one's passion is unique for each person. As the years passed, Elise became a renowned architect, designing innovative and sustainable structures that left a profound impact on the world. Mark, in his role as a community leader, continued to breathe life into neglected spaces, creating vibrant hubs of connection and joy. Their paths had diverged, but their friendship remained steadfast. Together, they exemplified two distinct approaches to life, one driven by purpose and determination, the other forged through self-discovery and community service. The moral of their story was clear: life's journey may take different routes, but finding one's purpose and making a positive impact is within reach for anyone willing to explore their passions, embrace change, and take the first step towards a meaningful life.